Okay, let's take a step back. Let's take a step back. Last week's episode of The Rising of the Shield Hero was one of the most, if not the greatest episode of all time. Still to this day. I mean, if you look back on every episode of The Rising of the Shield Hero, be honest, if you had to do your top 10 or top 5 greatest moment or episode of all time, Myne's trial / demise, it will be number 1. Let's all agree on that. That'll be number 1. Now, apart from episode 21, with everybody getting excited, everybody was on the verge of seeing her death, but we didn't. But at least we called her a bitch or a slut, which, by the way, good. Now, we're gonna skip past the excitement and move on to episode 22 of the Rising of the Shield Hero review of this. And I gotta say, this episode was like the calm before the storm. And you feel it watching this episode. Now, like I said, last week was all the excitement we were waiting for. This episode, we are finally reached the new arc. After everything Naofumi, aka the Shield Hero, had done so much from his ups and downs, through the walls that he had to climb through the waves he has to conquer, he finally got noticed. And not only that, we have come a long way, that we have got a new arc, like I said, a new arc and a new wave coming. I mean, the opening says it all. I was looking at the opening. But rest assured you, this is going to be delightful. So episode 22 is finally, they changed the symbol. Instead of the 3 crosses, it's 4. So the 4 cardinal heroes, the 4 cardinal churches. They changed the symbol. Now that Naofumi being respected and all, he ain't a cursed shield, he ain't a brainwashed shield, he ain't none of that shit. He's finally getting noticed. And Raphatilia and Philo, they're getting their upgrades. New class. And just when things they couldn't do it because Philo got a cowlick hair from the queen. And let me get to the queen. The queen went full fangirl. That face of excitement, that's going to be made into any hentai doujin or whatever y'all want to put memes on it. But you got to admit, that face, when she got so fangirl, and I got to be honest, that's going to be made into many gifs, memes, you name it. That's going to be into a lot. And I love how, speaking of that, I like how when they, when Melty brought up about how she met the queen, how she rode on top of his head, on her head when she was a big old chicken, it got fangirl on the queen, and that queen's face is like, if you orgasm with her, she get that kind of face skin. But excuse my composure, but yeah, it was awesome. Now we're gonna go now. Myne, really? Why is this bitch still alive? Let's play a game, guys. Fuck, marry, kill. Let's just try that for funny. Let's just try that for a little funniness. Fuck, marry, kill. If you had to choose between the queen, Melty, or Myne, who would you fuck, marry, kill? And this is an easy answer to everybody. People would have said this: fuck Mel, kill Myne, marry the queen. That's kind of easy. That is the easiest thing to do. But why is she's there? I mean, in the manga, I'm going to bring some manga stuff. Because in the manga, she said, I will get my revenge, all that stuff. So she tried to poison the Shield Heroes party with, put some poison in the food. But thanks to Mel, bravo to Mel for defending her. And I'm like, props. You got to give Melty props for this one. She loved the Shield Heroes so much that she saw her sister trying to kill him. So props for that. And then you got this bitch-ass guy. You got this stupid asshole from the Sword Heroes party trying to say, after all of things he have done, he calling the Sword Hero a coward, stupid, wuss, everything. And it erupts Raphatilia so much that she was gonna fight for him. She was gonna fight for him. I'm like, fight for your man. Fight for your man. And she been beating the shit out of him. And I love how throughout the whole chaos of them fighting, you got Philo just eating food. Like, I just love how everything is going into chaos while everything's going to chaos fighting. all the other party members are fighting, and then you got Phil over on the side just like eating, don't even care, which is funny. But now the meeting, the 4 cardinal heroes, you know, the meeting that everybody wanted to see. I like how when Mel brought up Myne trying to poison them. I mean, we could just say bitch. Can we just say bitch still? Can we say Myne or bitch? Okay, let me just say bitch. So she told the queen that the bitch was actually trying to poison on the food, and then queen said that, Slut was trying to do it, and you got the spear hero still trying to defend the slut. Why are you trying to defend the slut, spear hero? Why are you trying to defend him? I don't get it. Why the hell are you defending her? She used you, manipulated, she wrapped around your finger on that stuff, and you still believe, like, Slut will never do that. I'm like, are you fucking serious? When is it gonna take to this guy to realize that the bitch is trying to kill the shield hero? Why can't he just see that? Now, on to the meeting. You know, the queen brought up some valid points, but the main point that she brought up was that in the current waves, y'all 3 couldn't even work together, and yet 3 almost died. The shield hero is more brolic than you guys. To me, that's what I'm trying to say. But the way how the queen is trying to say is, you 3 suck, but the shield hero is doing a lot of work, and you 3 could die easily except for him. And then and then they asked him the question like, did you use your cheat shield? What? You're telling me the first wave, you're telling me since the first freaking wave, since the first episode, matter of fact, first wave, doesn't matter. You're telling me that all this time, you think he cheated? What the hell, man? What the hell, man? It's like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Like, the shield hero did so much work. He worked very, very hard. Facing plant monsters, facing the dragon zombie. Beat the spear hero in a race multiple times. Beat countless waves or whatnot. And you still think he cheated? Why? That's just stupid. And the shield hero's being like, he deep down he wanted to leave him, but due to the queen herself, Philatoria, she's like, you gotta work together, try to compromise it. So he did. So he's like, okay, I'll tell you if you help me. Now Myne, for example, okay, now I'm going back to Myne again, I'm sorry guys. Myne, why is Myne in this episode? I don't know why. If I could think of 3 good reasons we could do to Myne just now, like if Goblin Slayer was here, if Goblin Slayer was in the world of the Rising of the Shield Hero, Goblin Slayer would have killed Myne, or send Myne to the world of Corpse Party and get her tongue cut off, or stab a scissor in a pair of eyeballs, or Helsing. But, sorry, I don't know why she's in this episode. She should have died a long time ago. But again, they still think he cheated. Now, Shield Hero's being all compromised. He's like, okay, you do this, I'll tell you, you tell me. How do y'all get weapons? Okay. Now, the thing about those 3 heroes, that they made even though I can't stand those 3 heroes, they kind of made some valid points. They're like, oh, when we touch something, we gain a weapon mobility. We gain like a copy ability, you know. So if a sword hero, like if the sword hero was to touch this copper sword, he gets like a copper sword. You know, they copy in weapons and abilities, all that stuff. So it's kind of like, what would happen if the spear hero or the shield hero or any hero goes to the world of Kingdom Hearts and they touch like if one was touching to save the queen or save the king's staff and shield, imagine the shield hero touching Goofy's shield and he gets the shield. You know what I mean? That's hilarious. So basically what they're trying to say is basically they gave the shield hero basic instructions, basic concepts. While it's like Shield Hero skips all the beginner steps that he just went to intermediate and advanced steps. And speaking of that, I like how the 3 heroes were just arguing with each other, and the Shield Hero is just sitting down just watching this like, I love that. I mean, if I was a Shield Hero, I would just like get some popcorn with the queen, like, hey, you want to watch this? Okay. eat some popcorn, and just watch those three heroes argue because they deserve to argue with each other. And as soon as he got up, he said, "You three are a lost cause," and walked out. That's the way to end it. Now he went to the armor shop and just copied every shield. And one of them was a Soul Leader shield. Not this Soul Leader. I'm talking about a Soul Leader shield, which was funny because he got a Soul Leader shield. It's funny. So as they go to Raphitilia's village, how sad to see her friend, her mom and dad. They encounter this new person, which I ain't gonna mention no names. I ain't gonna spoil it. If you guys want to read the manga, go ahead. But he plays an important role in this. Trust me, you will see him. And I like how the Shield Hero back then the Shield Hero didn't want to be part of this. He wanted to go back to his own world. But Raphitilia and Philo, they know that will you leave us? And deep down he doesn't want to. Now, I'm not 100% when it comes to isekais, but the way I see how this works for him, two things will occur. One, he goes back to the human world and he sees a human version of Raphitilia without the ears. You know what I mean? Without the ears and tail. And he probably sees Philo as a little girl without the cowlick hair. That's one thing. Two, the way I see it will be Shield Hero will have Raphitilia and Philo goes with them to the human world. So those are like two things I see. I just hope Myne doesn't go to the human world because I can see her as a slut. Yeah, I can see her as a slut, hands down. So we get into the part where they go to this ship and the three heroes, all cocky as ever, got all the first class, and the Shield Heroes party got the middle class. They just stay in the lower levels, but they rooming with the guy they met. So, what can I tell you about this? Okay, get this. You guys gonna hear me out. I'm not gonna spoil it, but what I'm gonna tell you is that this episode, in this arc, you will see returning faces that I ain't gonna spoil. I just said it's one of those villains that you're gonna see. Returning faces, old faces, new. And somebody is gonna join somebody is gonna join the Shield Heroes party. I'm not gonna tell you who, but I'll give you one hint, and you could just say, "Wow, it's the one with the green hair." That's it. That's all I can give you. That's all the information I'm gonna give you there. But like I said, this arc is gonna be new faces, old faces, new waves, and the returning members. So let's see how that works out. But like this episode was like the calm before the storm, and I see it coming to life. So that just gave you a little bit of what you expect, what you're gonna get next week's episode. So next week's episode of Rising the Shield Hero, let's see how that works out, and let's see if these four heroes catch you work together. Otherwise, it'll be chaos. And hopefully I hope they show the wave before the episode ends, because trust me, you're gonna need it.